Hello, hello out there. I'm Christine Kidder, career coach, helping you find work that works for you. Going live, kind of spontaneous, to just pop on here and chat with you about some statistics that really caught my attention. And you might have seen them a while ago, but I mean, it's not surprising in many respects. But it's regarding women in the workforce, women of LinkedIn. Pay attention because this is something that we really need to talk about right now. If you are watching, please drop me a comment or give me some likes, reactions. I want to know that you're watching. Otherwise, I won't know if you're watching if I don't hear from you, if there's no comment. And also tag any other women that you know who you think might be interested in this short conversation. But the statistics are showing that women are leaving the workforce. I think in January we had a all-time low in that we haven't seen for 33 years, and then just so many women are leaving the workforce, and then it doesn't seem to be getting any better because so many companies are returning to the office, and yet women don't have childcare. They don't have what they need in order to return to the office. So that's just really, I think it's like nearly 3 million US women have dropped out of the workforce right now. And that's not the best thing for the economy because the economy needs women in the workforce. However, if you don't have work that works for you, how can you be in the workforce? It needs to work for you. And that's why I'm here to just talk about this. So, what do we do? It can be really overwhelming when you think about it. And then, for many of you women out there, like when you think about going back into the office, losing flexibility, losing a lot of things, it can be very, very stressful. And I think we need to stop and pause. We're so busy juggling multiple balls in the air. We have many things going on at the same time. We're just balancing too many things. And I think it's really time to pause and reflect and, take some time out for you and just really think about what is most important to you. So reduce all the activity and just spend some time reflecting. And I think since it's already November 8th, taking the time to think about your 2021 is important. Take time to reflect on it. And I'm sure I know I felt this way. I've been so busy at times. It's like I even forget the things that happened earlier in the year that I'm most proud of, like what my accomplishments are. And I encourage you to take the time out to reflect on this year. Go back to January 1st, carve out some time, schedule it in your calendar. It doesn't have to be hours and hours. It could be 15, 20 minutes to start with if you can, but really take the time out to reflect on your year. What went well? What didn't go so well? What were you proud of? What were you not so proud of? What are the things that you can learn about? But it's important to take that time out to pause and really reflect and think about too. I This is even more important though. I want you to think about the work that you're doing right now. What works for you and what doesn't work for you? What would you like to change? And what what do you want to hold on to? What do you really like? What works for you? And write that out. Journal about that, because how are you supposed to get that if you don't write about it and you get clarity on your thoughts? What is it that you most need in your work? What is important to you? What do you value? Taking the time out to do that is very important. And so I encourage you to do that as well. In the Since again the year is rapidly coming to a close, and we need to pause and reflect on what's most important for us. I am doing an event about this, and you are invited to attend. So that was the key thing. but these statistics really had me thinking about how women are not getting what they need in the corporate world or in their jobs. They're just, and I think a lot of it is, are we really asking for it? Do we believe that we can have what we want? Yes, we can. I firmly believe we can. But first, we have to ask for it. Well, actually, the first thing is we have to be clear on what it is that we need. And I want to encourage you. Another key thing is I want to encourage you to go after that big scary goal. What do you really really want? What is your heart's desire in your work? And then to start thinking, I can have this. I can This is the work. I can have this work. This is a possibility for me. Because if you're not open to that possibility, then how is it going to happen? So my event that I'm doing is to help you review your 2021, and then to also build upon what do you want for next year. What is most important for that? So that it's this Wednesday, which is November 10th. It's 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I did put the link, the registration link, in the information for this LinkedIn Live that I'm doing right now. It's at the very bottom. So you should be able to grab that link to register. But it's going to be a recorded session. There's a very small registration fee and a short application because I'm tailoring it to all of the attendees. And again, it's to help you review your 2021 as it's coming to a close. Again, what worked for you, what didn't work for you, and then to use that and to start planning your 2022. What do you want? What's important for you in 2022? And I'm really excited about it because I love planning. Planning is one of my favorite things to do. And I love channeling into my creativity. And I want to support you in being creative and going after that big, scary goal. Because again, it seems like so many women, we're not having work that works for us. And we can get there. But also, too, we have to help each other out. We have to support each other as it's unless we do that, unless we stick together and help each other out, we can't. It's going to be a lot harder to get our desired result. So yeah, so just wanted to call out the attention to those alarming statistics, and I don't see it getting any better, but it can get better. But we have to pause. We have to think about what's most important to us, and also really get quiet and get still and do that, and then also write things out. That's really important. So oops, I got some barking dogs in the background here, so they're not being too loud. It's a shocker. But yeah, so those are the key things that I want to encourage you to do. And again, to attend my event on this Wednesday, again, to help you review your year and then to help plan for the new year. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to message me about that. And yeah, I want to know, I would really like to know if you do have work that works for you. And if you don't have work that works for you, what is it that's missing? What are the missing components? And how do you feel about those components? Do you feel that you could have those components? Because it really starts with your belief too, your mindset and your belief. How do you really see that as possible? I think it's possible. But again, it all starts with you. So thanks for watching. Again, if I'm going to be wrapping up in the next minute. If you are here though, again, I would love it if you could put in the comments that you are watching, and you can tell me where you're watching from. That would be good. I again, Wednesday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I feel like I keep on repeating myself, but I want to make sure that you know that I'm inviting you to attend that. And yeah, I appreciate you watching. And let me know how I can be of service to you if you have a particular need. That's why I'm here on LinkedIn, is to be of service and to provide value. I really want to help you in the workplace, and especially women in the workplace, because the pandemic really threw us for a loop. It didn't help anything. I mean, everyone suffered in many ways. However, I will say, I think the pandemic, the a good thing about the pandemic, it really helped me to appreciate human connection even more. I had the opportunity to go to an in-person event out of town last week. And I think if I had done that before the pandemic, I don't think I would have been as grateful for it as I was last week. Just to be able to meet people in person. And many of my connections here on LinkedIn in the past 6 months, I've been able to meet in person. And that has been amazing. And so I want to encourage you to think about connection as well, because connection is how things really happen. And it's one of the keys in my purposeful work program. The three keys of my purposeful work program, which is kind of like a mouthful to say, is reflection. So that's why Wednesday's event is really about reflection, that foundation. And then another key component is planning. Planning is huge, because it's like your map for the destination that you want to go to. And then the third magical key for my purposeful work program is connection with other people. Because again, that you can't do things by yourself. You need to connect with people. And that's what's so wonderful about LinkedIn, is it really helps to facilitate connection. And again, the reason why I bring it up is thanks to the pandemic, I appreciate the connections that I've made even more. They make life that much better. And I would love to connect with you. I love making new connections every day. And again, LinkedIn helps me with that every day, and it's wonderful. So I want to encourage you to do that too. If we haven't connected, if we haven't had a live conversation, let's have a live conversation. That would be great. I would love to learn more about you and how I can be of service to you, what you're struggling with, what you need help with. And I know so many women are struggling with confidence, struggling with maybe getting along with other women in the workforce. Women haven't always done the best job of supporting each other. And even leaders, I used to work with a leader who would talk about women being in cat fights. And it's like, believe me, I didn't work for that leader for very long, because it was like, it's just not very respectful, not very professional. It's like, let's elevate ourselves, let's work on a higher level, and let's collaborate and work with each other. So let's not tear each other down. And that's why I'm here on LinkedIn. So again, Wednesday is my event, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. You're going to get many things, like you're going to get time to reflect and 2021, plan for 2022. That's the whole point and purpose of it, is to